Inga Thompson of the Ontario Network for the Prevention of Elder Abuse spoke with us about the various types and causes of elder abuse and where you can go for help and more information.
Elder abuse is actually a very underreported activity, and there's a lot of reasons for that. As a senior, they often feel ashamed or humiliated by the fact that they're there. They may fear retaliation, especially if they're in a situation where the abuser is actually someone that's living with them. They may also fear loss of contact. So they're worried about what might happen. They're worried that if they acknowledge that they're a victim of abuse, that they may be seen as not capable, that they're losing their ability to look after themselves. And so they worry that if they report things, that they're going to get put in a home. They also worry about what may actually happen to the abuser, because quite often the abuser is someone that is known to them. It is someone that they have a dependency on or they trust. And they worry that this is going to result in court action. They may go to jail, and again, they're going to lose that. So sometimes they don't report simply because they don't know where to report. They don't believe anything will happen with this. And again, there's also the fear about getting involved in a system that feels a little overwhelming for them. Probably the most common type of elder abuse that exists is financial abuse, but there is physical abuse, where people can get hit, slapped, pushed, shoved, those kinds of things. That could also incorporate medication, over-medication or under-medication, when people are being forced to take more medication or they don't get given the medication that are required. There's also psychological abuse. People will harass, threaten, intimidate. There's abuse that's about neglect of their civil rights. So when people refuse to let them see their grandchildren or refuse to let them make decisions, take away their decision-making power. Sexual abuse is also apparent in seniors, as is neglect. The more dependent someone is on a person, the more vulnerable they are to abuse. So dependency often creates a lot of stress. Isolation, either the caregiver is becoming more and more isolated as they, for example, have to take care of their senior. That often requires more and more time being spent at home and less time available to connect with their own individual supports. So patience and tolerance becomes less, and abuse can occur as a result of that. It's very commonly associated with stress. A lot of the areas have an elder abuse network. So here in North Simcoe Muskoka, we have the Prevention of Senior Abuse Network, Simcoe County, which I am the chair of. We have members of CCAC, Red Cross, the hospital, the police, various other places like that are connected to the network, so we can help link you with some of those resources.